You're a mile away from my wee-wee.
Thank God. Oh, okay.
The bowl scares me
Why?
because I don't know why you would have a bowl out here.
It's an ashtray.
Nice. Hey, well, then I saw this thing over here.
That's a cooler.
That's what I figured, but there's no top on it. And then I see the bowl in this one. I'm like,
The top's there. It's just flip backwards.
well, I mean, it wasn't closed.
Yeah.
And I walk up and I see a big metal bowl, and I see that, and I'm like, all right, what the hell's he got planned?
You know what I have planned? Welcome to the Buckmore Podcast. I am Martelle, and with me always is Randy.
Now you sound quiet again. You put away from your mic.
I did.
So I've got a tale to tell.
Okay.
It's a love tale.
I'm out.
So, baby bottle pop.
Like it. Oh, and it smells so good.
Does it? Let me get a whiff.
Take a whiff of that.
I love the long neck bottle. Let
Just
go of
fucking
my
smell
hand.
it so we can talk about it. Christ.
My new favorite candle. That's my whiskey candle.
Right
That's
here.
amazing.
Give me your noser.
My noser. Again, a Brewmate noser. This episode's not sponsored by Brewmate, but they're really cool. I need to get me some Brewmates. I'm too poor.
Me too. That's why I ordered another $100 mystery box
Did
yesterday.
you really? You've got an addiction. I love it.
Liz is not happy. No, it's not an addiction. The problem
They're great products.
The product's great. My issue is I don't want to buy the hop duos, so the beer cans and the rock glasses independently.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that at some point I just get like 3 rocks glasses and like 4 duos, and that's it. That would be it.
You'll be good.
I'd be good.
Yeah.
That would make me
By
happy.
the time you do that, it's going to cost you $1,200 more than if you just bought them.
And I'll have Christmas gifts for the next 18 years.
There you go.
So it works.
I can't wait for Christmas, even though we never get each other anything.
Right. Okay, so
I got a love story.
you have a love story.
It's from when I was working back in the old folks' place. I used to do maintenance for a couple apartment buildings.
Okay. If you keep coughing, you're never going to get through it.
Hold on.
And I'm not editing that out. I'm just going to go ahead and light a cigar.
And I don't know if people know this, but old folks' homes, because usually, like, these are all single-lived dwellings, so they're either divorced or their partner died or they never married, so they're all living alone.
Yeah.
These buildings are like STD hotspots.
Well, yeah.
Because old folks just get on with...
Most old folks' homes are. And retirement homes and everything else.
Whenever they can get it, right? So I heard a tale about a couple. There was this woman.
Hold on. You heard a tale, so you didn't experience
I did not
this
experience it, no.
as far as, like, physically being in the building when it happened.
Right. I was not present holding the camera or anything.
All right.
This lady saw this new guy that moved in, and she took a liking to him. So they arranged a time, but they didn't want they wanted to be kind of they didn't want everybody to know about it. So they got a hotel room.
Discreet?
Yes, discreet. Thank you. They got a hotel room. They show up. I walk in as the story was told to me by the gentleman, and old dude says, "Hey, I'm going to go use the bathroom. Get ready." You know, blah, blah, blah. So old gal, she goes over, slips out of her clothes, gets under the sheet on the bed, but kind of leaves her breastises out. And when he walks out, she's laying there, just kind of waiting for him. And before they get to going, she says, "There's something you should know. I'm in my older years now, and I've got some medical issues. You'll have to take it easy on me because I have acute angina." And he said, "Well, I sure as hell hope you do because your tits look horrible."
God. I think I've heard that, a version of that before.
I'd never heard that until this week. Never heard it.
Harley just caught her 4th fish over at the neighbor's house.
Nice.
There.
So what are you smoking on?
So I've got an Asylum 13 Ogre. And I bought it because, 1, it was recommended. 2, because it's wrapped, the way it's wrapped, it's got a 2-tone wrap on it. But it has skulls on the ring.
I was going to say, it looks really cool with that two-tone wrap.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Have you ever had one?
Nope.
Just like the looks of it?
Just bought it because I like the looks.
Price?
About $13.
Not bad.
Expensive. More expensive.
More than the ones we had last week.
Yeah.
Put that somewhere it won't blow away. I don't know what you do with yours. You look like you're half-cocked there.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with this Zippo getting it lit.
Having a hard on with it. Nice.
I bought a windproof insert for my Zippo.
I love it. I've got a Zippo, my pipe Zippo. I don't use that to light cigars.
Well, I found out the other day, as I was going through my lighters and stuff, like looking for, I'm like, I really wish I could use my Zippo. So I started going through my lighters, and I found my dad's old brass Zippo from like maybe late 70s, early 80s. So I was just kind of like, oh, well, it's broke. It's been broke since before he passed away. He tried to fix it with a wire through the hinge.
Oh, geez.
So I'm like, oh, well, shit, okay. Well, I just ordered this, this insert for mine. Let's get on Zippo's website, and I start looking at stuff, like customer service stuff. So I send him an email. Just out of the blue, I'm like, hey Zippo people.
Hey, Mr. Zippo.
I really love your products, and I got to say, I've got this brass lighter that was my dad's before he passed away. It broke before he passed away. I just found it, and I want to know what it would cost to have it fixed. The hinges on it broke. I'd like to know what it cost to have it fixed.
Nothing.
I get a response back. Doesn't cost you a dime. Send it in.
Yeah. Zippo's great with their customer service.
I'm like, holy shit, really? I just figured because it was so old that it was going to cost me something.
No.
It's only going to cost me shipping.
Yeah. There's a few companies that I will back 100% of the time. Zippo's one of them. These are all because of their customer service. Rigid Tools. I went to buy a bunch of tools when I first got into maintenance, low-level maintenance tech stuff. I grew up with using Dad's DeWalt tools.
Yeah.
Well, in working, I started with a little 12-volt DeWalt hand driver and hand tools. But it got to where I needed reciprocating saws, circular saw, blah, 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 blah. And for Christmas that next year, I told everybody, if you're going to get me anything, I don't care if it's $2 or $200, I want cash or gift cards to a hardware store. Whatever's easiest. I don't care.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting, between everybody, a few $100. And I started talking to some of the old guys that have been in the industry for 30, 40 years. And this one old dude said, yeah, Makita's good. Milwaukee's hard to beat. But I only use rigid. And I said, why rigid? He goes, because when you buy it and you register it online on their website, all you have to do if it breaks is go back into, where's rigid sold? Home Depot, Lowe's, whichever one.
I think both. Well,
Tell them it
Lowe's.
broke, and they literally just give you a brand new one and send it off to rigid to handle.
No shit.
Yeah, so I was like, sold. And another one that has fantastic customer service that I don't buy products from is High Point Firearms. Their pistols.
Why do you say you don't buy products from them?
Because their pistols are, traditionally, they fail a lot. They're cheaply made. They're made here in America, in Ohio. I think. Is it Ohio? I don't know. But their carbines are fantastic. So I used to own one of their carbines. I don't have any guns anymore because they're scary. So I sold them all. But
that's a fucking lie.
You don't know that.
I knew that. I know that.
How do you know that?
Because you're not stupid.
No, that's true. Well, I'm stupid sometimes.
I mean, you're not going to get rid of home defense shit.
Yeah. So anyway,
I ain't fucking dumb. I'm trying to buy another gun. I am buying a gun, motherfuckers. What are you going to do about it?
Come and take it.
Yeah, I'm buying a gun.
No step on snake.
I'm looking at fucking Marlins, 44s. Lever
we talked about that last week.
Yeah, so eat shit. If you don't like guns, fuck off. I don't care. Really
Be sure to follow us on Google, Tweetstagram.
Where I'll start posting pictures of guns.
Oh, man.
This is pretty good.
We've both had a week.
Yeah, it's been a shitty week. Yeah, actually, my week was great until Thursday. Thursday, I woke up at like 3 a.m. and my stomach hurt. Not my chest, my stomach, like below the sternum.
Which is a bad sign, but I'd rather my stomach than my chest.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I must have eaten something funny. whatever. Something didn't agree with me that we ate.
Yeah, you're just going to have to poop real bad tomorrow.
Maybe, hopefully. I would enjoy that.
That's just because you like the feeling of getting stretched out.
I like the feeling of pooping.
I hate having to take a dump. It's just so inconvenient anymore. It's like cutting fingernails and toenails. It's pointless.
It's where I do all my thinking and search Instagram for stuff.
I usually listen to podcasts while I'm taking a dump
and
play games.
And watch porn.
I can't say I do that.
But, so Friday I got up, and I'm like, stomach's still hurting. I ended up taking Thursday off. Like, I laid on the couch all day Thursday.
That's not a good sign, because you hardly ever take off.
I never take
Not for being
time
sick.
off. And I rarely ever... I don't get sick, like cough sick. I get weird shit, like whatever the fuck this is. And
tapeworm's acting up.
It might be. I mean, so Friday I end up going to the ER, and they poke and jab me and take blood and put whatever shit in my body, and they come back and they're like, "We don't know what the problem is. We're just going to go with extreme heartburn." I'm like, "Extreme heartburn?" They're like, "Yeah." It's doing backflips and shit off the docks. It's super extreme. So that's the problem.
It's so extreme it could be in the X Games.
Yeah.
And that's why your belly hurts. Your tum-tum's hurting.
Yeah. Like Tums, nothing did it. The only thing that really helped is I had to drink Malox and Lanacaine.
Okay, I don't know what Lanacaine is.
Lanacaine is like what they shoot in your finger if you need to get stitches or...
Oh, the numbing, like a numbing thing?
Yeah. I had to drink that shit. Oh, my throat was numb. I could barely swallow. I'm like... Ugh.
Man, your boyfriend must have loved you that night.
He was pissed.
It's like, you can't even feel this, can you?
I was like, nope.
You're deep-throating cigars?
Yep.
That is just a cool-looking cigar, man.
It is.
Like, you almost look cool sitting there smoking it.
I am cool sitting here smoking it.
With your camo American flag hat on. I saw one of those. We don't have to have front plates here in Ohio anymore. So people have gotten some of those decorative plates or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw one on the way here that was an American flag with a very, very angry-looking eagle on it. On the front of a Kia. I was like, go America.
Fucking America. People are stupid with what they do with cars and shit.
Yeah. We've all done stupid stuff with cars, I think. Speaking of cars, where's your FJ at?
No, it's over at the neighbors.
Oh, okay. You just walk back?
Liz has it.
Gotcha.
So anyway, I'm really excited today. So not only are we smoking cigars again.
And we're both out of the hospital.
Yeah.
I was in the hospital yesterday, too.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Had to have my CAT scanned. Well, I've been coughing a lot since we tested negative for COVID last week, which was the only reason I came to podcast. I was waiting for it to start feeling better, and I wasn't. So Tuesday, Beth called our family doc and was like, hey, he's not doing well. He's coughing a lot, hacking up crap. She goes, well, if he can be here tomorrow at 11:15, we'll squeeze him in. So I go. They check my blood pressure. It's way, way better than it has been, which is good. They start checking other stuff. She listens to my lungs. She's like, I can hear some crap. I'm going to order this blood test for you, a D-dimer test. Still don't know what that is. Go give blood to the hospital right now. They'll have the results back like within an hour.
Okay.
If it's positive, we didn't make sure you don't have pulmonary embolism, whatever. Because if you do, it's treatable, but if we don't catch it, you could die. That was Wednesday morning into the afternoon and evening. Well, I get the test back, and it's
so
like...
obviously they caught it.
Yeah, I get the test back. And she told me, she said, this test isn't a yes or no, but if it's negative, we know you don't. So we don't have to go through the CAT scan, which is pricier, takes, your time. So I get the test results back. It's way positive. Like, it's off the charts.
Okay.
I was like, well, all right. So I go to get the CAT scan scheduled. There's trouble with that. The nurse finally comes back and says, hey, we got you scheduled at Grant in Columbus Friday at 5, I think it's 5:10.
That's so fucking far. That's
so yeah. So Beth calls Grant.
far away.
Because I told her, I said, call Grant, see where we need to park, where we need to go in, because that's a pretty good-sized hospital. So she calls. They tell us, and they go, oh, by the way, she called Friday afternoon. She goes, you don't have to be here at 5:10. You just can't be here any later than 5:10.
Okay.
I was like, well, I wish they would have told me that. I would have went in like Friday morning, because this is pretty serious. If I got the blood clots in my lungs, I could die.
Yeah.
So I go in. They start poking for, because they got to do a blood test to make sure my livers or my kidneys are good enough to take the fluid they shoot in you so they can see your veins and crap.
Yeah, the dye. They were talking about doing the same shit to me.
Okay, yeah. So the nurse checks my right arm. She goes, "That's good. What arm do you normally give blood through?" I said, "My left." So she checks the left, can't find nothing. She tries, pokes me a few times, nothing. Tries my right hand, pokes a few times, nothing. Another nurse comes by. She starts checking, can't find a vein in my right arm now. They go back to my left hand, can't find it. They go get a different kind of needle. They finally get it in my hand, but by the time they stuck me, I'd been there about half hour, 40 minutes of them trying to find veins and crap.
Yeah.
Which never happens to me. I got fat veins just like I got fat everything else except my pee-pee. And the one nurse sticks the needle right here in my hand, but they'd had so much trouble doing it, she'd forgotten to connect anything to it, so blood just starts shooting out of it. It's hitting the floor. It hit I probably still in these shorts because I don't think I washed them. I just threw them back on to come here. And it's going like all over the nurse and all this, and I'm just laughing. And somebody else said something about
this ain't funny.
Donating blood. No, they were all laughing because I was making jokes about it. I told Beth, I was like, I feel like a superhero. I can like shoot people stuff out of my hands.
Ooh, you're like Spider-Man.
Right. But they finally got it all hooked up and cleaned up and did my CAT scan. And Beth hadn't eaten all day, so she wanted food. Chick-fil-A's on the way home, and in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, I got the results that it is negative. I'm not dying from PE. So I'm dying from other things, but not that.
That's good, I guess. I mean, that means you're still here.
Yeah. I mean, it's good for the podcast, kind of bad for everybody that knows me. Sorry to disappoint you all, but I ain't dying yet.
I don't even know that's good for the podcast, actually.
It might not be. Of course, I could die in a car wreck on the way home, but...
You could.
I might. We'll see what's up. See how I'm feeling.
Okay. Well, either way, now that we've gotten all that shit out of the way, all the stuff that I don't care about.
I love this cigar.
We've got something new.
We do.
And I am excited because I'm almost certain that no one in Ohio has had this.
Not even dude?
Nope.
Suck it, bourbon hunters.
You know how I know? It's only available in like 3 places in North Carolina.
Yeah. Very, very, very small.
So this is Olde Raleigh Distilling or Distillery out of North Carolina. It is their blended bourbon whiskey.
It smells fantastic.
And it smells amazing.
Did you find out if it's MGP or not?
It is sourced, but it's not.
I'm not mad about that. I don't care.
No, it's not necessarily MGP, but it's sourced, and I've got all that here. I already talked to Brandon about tasting notes and source.
You should say who Brandon is, so the folks know.
Brandon McCreary. McCreary? I want to make sure I get his name right. His name's Brandon.
What's he do? Where's he work?
He's the owner and master distiller at Olde Raleigh Distilling.
There you go. That's enough.
I have been following Olde Raleigh Distilling since before they even opened. So McCraney. Sorry, Brandon McCraney. I had to look him up again.
Such a hipster thing to say.
He opened this distillery 2 years ago, but I followed him on his Instagram account while he was in the process of purchasing the building, renovating the building. He did all
from the ground
up. He did all the work.
You were there before it was cool.
Yeah, he did all the work, and I'm just like, shit. I want to be able to try it. I'm excited. I've seen like the entire process.
That's pretty cool.
So he's now on batch 7. I want batch 8. Batch 8 is a honey barrel batch.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
It's not released yet. So batch 7 is called Catfish.
Meow.
You know what Catfish is, right? Not the fish that's in but when someone gets catfished.
Yeah, there's a whole show about it on MTV.
Right. So
there's only that and ridiculousness on MTV anymore.
Right. So this is batch 7 called Catfish. And this is, so it's deceivingly hot at 93%.
93%?
Sorry, 93%.
I was going to say, we're going to die. That's almost ever clear.
It's fine. We'll be fine. 93 proof. It's corn, malted barley, rye, and wheat. It's from barrels of 18, 6, and 4 years.
Interesting.
It was aged in Colorado, Indiana, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Wyoming. So that's where the 3 barrels have been aged at. And on the nose, you should get sweet corn, malted whopper, spice, and oak.
It's interesting they were aged in different states, different years, and all brought together.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what he does. That's like everything he has is blended. So on the nose, this is fucking amazing.
It smells so good.
It's so good. So I had said that I get the sweet corn. I definitely get the malted Whopper, almost like a chocolatey.
I'm having more trouble smelling it out of the brewmate than I did the bottle.
Oh, you shouldn't.
It could just be
for that,
my nostrils.
probably. But
Take a little sippy sip.
oh yeah.
That good?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The bottle, I gotta say, the bottle is
The bottle is gorgeous.
got to be the best I've ever seen. That looks like about $1,000 bottle.
So retail $80 for the bottle.
That bottle alone's worth $80.
For this bottle alone, that's my new decanter. I don't care. I'm going to keep this and reuse this as a decanter.
That's nice.
It's really good.
That doesn't taste like that. Doesn't taste hot to me. Oh, there it is. Now I'm
There you
feeling
go.
it.
Yeah, deceivingly hot.
It caught me. Yeah, it caught me in the esophagus.
Yeah. So
Either that or my lungs are flaring up again.
on the palate, and I was trying to figure out what it was. On the palate, and I'm not going to tell you yet. It is spicy, almost like peppery, like a rye.
Yeah, I get a little bit of that.
There is almost a candy flavor to it on the palate.
I wish I would have tasted it before the cigar, just so I had a clean palate.
Oh,
I'm not mad because it tastes amazing. And this cigar I'm smoking is one of my favorites.
this is so on the palate: black pepper, allspice, red hots, and malt.
I get that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's spot on.
like it is peppery.
Had
and
you given
sweet.
Had you given me this in a blind taste, I would have guessed it was some kind of rye.
Yeah,
It does
it
taste.
has that peppery rye.
Yeah, in a
like
good
heat,
way.
Heat
Yeah.
to it. It's really fucking good. So fucking good. And then
You should have got 2 bottles.
Well, Liz only wanted. She was like, "Well, what if you don't like it?" And I'm like, "That's okay. That's probably."
But then I said, "What if you do like it?"
And well, I only got one bottle. And then on the finish,
we're
is
gonna
allspice.
finish it today.
No, we are not. Allspice, citrus zest, and oak. The heat lingers mid-tongue.
I definitely got it mid-tongue. The second sip, I was going to say it hit my tongue more than the first. The first, I didn't feel any burn at all until it hit my chest.
Yeah.
The second one, I got it on the tongue.
This is amazing.
I really like it. I think that's a great value.
Brandon did an amazing job.
Yeah.
And his crew down there.
Give me that over Blanton's. Jeez.
I'll take this all day.
I mean, Blanton's is all right, but this is great.
So the honey barrel for this. So this is an $80 bottle. The honey barrel's a $120 bottle. I want to get one.
I want to get one, but that's getting pricey for me.
I don't care. I will
know
go
you
ahead.
don't.
I'll go ahead and buy one. I'll buy one that if I can get one. I'll drive to North Carolina just to get it.
Yeah. You can drive down and back in the day if you wanted.
It's not what I want to do.
It's a long
day.
day.
Drive. But if you're going to be in North Carolina and you're near Winston-Salem, I would say try to find yourself a bottle of this at one of the ABCs down there.
What would you rate this?
This is easily a 4.
Yeah, I'll put it up there.
It's easily a 4.
I'll give it a 4. I say you got to try this.
Yeah. Well, try it. Shit.
4 out of 5 donuts, Brandon. If you're listening on our rating scale, that means you have to try this.
Yeah, I'm saying buy it.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying try it. I'm saying a 4. You need to go buy this.
Well, that's what I mean. When I say try it, I mean buy it. I don't,
Well, I mean they can go to a bar and try
maybe.
it.
Is it available at the bars down there?
Yeah, some of them. It's limited on where it's released at. So, because it used to be a distillery only, and he's starting to get more traction and more distribution. So,
This cigar is helping my lungs. I'm not inhaling it, but you know you're inhaling a little. It's kind of like
Yeah.
even if you don't finish off Mark Cuban in your mouth, you're probably going to get a little something.
well, people are going to have to go back and reference like 3 shows ago just to understand what the hell
2,
you're talking
3
about.
shows ago.
All right, I'm putting mine over ice.
Oh, I thought we were going to fresh pour over ice.
No, you're not.
I already drink all mine.
Well, sucks to be you.
Me just trying to weasel my way into more of it.
I know. This is a very limited bottle right now.
Yeah, no, I
It's
don't
going
blame
to
you.
have to be savored. I do have another bottle in there I can go grab. I can either get a local from High Banks Distilling that I got today, or I picked up an Evan Williams Bottle and Bond.
Did we do that one?
No, I've never had Evan Williams.
I thought I got it and brought it here.
Nope.
I know that
It's a white label bottle for $22.
I could have swore I brought that. Maybe I didn't. I've seen it.
Oh, that's so good.
I'm kind of letting mine.
Yeah, that's so good over ice.
I only took 2 small sips because I tend to prefer it over ice, so I save more of it to have over ice.
But
which is hard to do in a what 1.5 ounce or so pour.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, you guys down there at Olde Raleigh, fucking knocked it out of the park.
Oh my goodness, that's good.
Right? That's
so freaking. That's dangerous over ice.
Yeah.
Because you could quickly kill $80 in a bottle. It messed up.
It mellows everything out.
Yeah.
Everything just becomes sweet corn and hot and red hot.
I get the charred oak there a lot more now.
It is.
Oh, that's buttery
you know what?
smooth.
It's so smooth.
So smooth.
Fuck all you guys that don't like the word smooth.
Yeah.
It's smooth.
We use it more now.
Smooth and moist in my mouth.
So this cigar I'm smoking, you said you would never try, but I think I'm going to get you to try one. Just based on the cigars we had last week.
It's one of your acids, isn't it?
This is an acid by Drew Estates. It's an acid Cuba.
I almost had a Drew. No, that's
they run like $11-12.
I don't have anything from Drew Estate upstairs.
But I really like this because this is like the second one we had last week. This is sweet, but not overly sweet, and it's bolder than the Blondie. So that's why I think you would like this one. I don't know if you'd like the Blondie or not, but I think you would really like this one.
Okay, I'm really enjoying this one.
What's that one taste like? Is it sweet? Is it?
No, it's not sweet. It is bold. It is
just bold tobacco.
It is slap you in the fucking face bold.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's such a cool looking cigar.
It is.
It's one of the coolest I've seen, to be honest.
It is like just.
Except your crosscut, man.
What?
I got to think about that, and it just reminds me when you see one of those dogs with the tail that curls up, or a cat walking through the house, you see their butthole.
That does not look like a butthole.
Looks like a cat butthole.
No.
You're sucking on.
The fact that you would even think that's weird.
That's weird. Of all the stuff you've ever known me to think about, that's
why would you suck on a fucking butthole?
I want it. That's why I don't cut mine like that. I tried it last week. I didn't like it.
Well, then don't fucking
It felt
do
weird when I tried to stick my tongue in there.
That's the problem. See, again, just fucking weird. You may not be a part of the show anymore if you keep this weird shit up.
Oh, you'll miss me.
Oh, probably not.
Next thing I know, don't come over. Blocked on all social media. Number deleted.
I mean, it's happened to other people.
It can happen to you too.
It can happen to you too.
At least, no matter what happens, I'll always know that I have acute angina.
Yeah, at least I'm honest about shit.
Oh, I'm always honest. It's good.
God, it's like the best. It's the goddamn best.
I will say after, 4 years now? I thought it was 5, but we figured it was 4. This is one of the best we've ever had, I think.
This is, I'll tell you what.
This ranks in the top 5
I've
easily.
had more success in...
Oh, my goodness. It's just
getting more, like, craft-style distillery bottles.
Yeah. Like the one... Well, it's like the Righteous I got from Junction 35.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, I mean, top 5 for me at this point, since we've started the show, are in no particular order.
Right. These are just like our upper echelon.
Yeah. So both 2-bitch Pack Leader Reserve 1 and 2. Batches 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Batch 1 was fucking amazing. Batch 2 was absolutely amazing. Virgil Cane.
Yep.
Electric Owl. Ginger.
I'm higher on ginger than you are.
You are.
By far.
Ginger is fantastic. It's great. But it is not in my top 5 for just sitting and sipping on.
Yeah.
Like I buy that specifically for old fashions.
It's so good in old fashions. It's the best in old fashions.
Olde Raleigh now has bumped somebody. And I would say the Righteous rounding out number 5.
I think that's only 4. You did 2-bitch?
2-bit. 2 bitches.
Oh, okay. You count those as separate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're separate bottles.
That's fair.
They're separate batches.
That's fair. I would say in my top 5, I will put this Olde Raleigh, however you say it, would be up there. The Virgil Cane Ginger on the rocks is one of my favorites. I like it. It does make the best old fashioned.
Yeah, it
ever.
Absolutely does. I don't. No one can. You can't make a better old fashioned without.
Yeah.
Ginger, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'm same.
Like, take the best old fashioned you've ever had, and then make it with the Virgil Cane Ginger,
and it'll be better.
And it'll be so much better.
Leaps and bounds. But I like that just on the rocks. That's one of my sippers that I can't stop sipping on.
But you like candy, so
I do. I like
it is
sweeter.
very
I like
sweet like candy.
Yeah, I do.
It is almost. It is. I would consider that a flavored bourbon.
So that's
It says it's infused.
yeah.
I would call it. It's a flavored
Yeah, it
bourbon.
is.
I mean, it is what it is.
So that's top two. A third one for me would be the Righteous. Again, no particular order. These are just 5 of the best I've had.
Yeah.
The Righteous from Junction 35. It's weird how I stumbled upon that. And I pray and hope, well, 1, I get to go on vacation this year. We may not.
I'm not. Liz
And
did.
2, I hope that I can get another bottle.
I hope that you can get another bottle too.
But yeah, that was off the charts for a rye. That's the best rye I've ever had. And then I would say, man, we've had so many good ones.
I can't hold it. My arm is giving out.
You still got your shoulder stuff, man.
I know.
I would say,
PC
so that's
yesterday.
3. I've only got 2 more spots. What else blew my socks off?
I don't know.
I would definitely say 2 bitch pack leader reserve. Pick a bottle. I'm just going to put them in. That's just a spot. 2 bitch pack leader reserve. Has to be in my top 5. And I think one I'm going to put that you're going to scoff at, but I think we had the most fun with it.
Jim Beam.
The Jim Beam. 100 proof. What was it? Bottled in bond? Jim Beam.
Yeah, I wouldn't scoff at that. That was really good.
It was good, and it was just like we just had a good time. We didn't drink a lot of it.
No. It was,
But we just had fun, just
like-
with a little sip of it.
well, fight you.
And I don't like any other Jim Beam. I had the Jim Beam Red Stag. It's cherry flavored, so I tried it.
Yeah.
I mean, put it in Coke.
Yeah.
It's like a Captain or Sailor Jerry, or it's something you mix with Coke. It's
Yeah.
not a.
It's not a sipper.
But that Jim Beam Bottled Bond I really liked, and it's readily available. It's like $20 or something.
Yeah, it's super cheap.
So for that reason, I'm putting it in my top 5.
Hey, go for it. I wouldn't scoff at that. That
It was a
good
lot of
bottle.
fun.
It was a good bottle.
I might get another one sometime just because.
Go for it. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll finish this up. I need to get like some great photos of this bottle. This bottle, like the photos aren't
yeah.
going to do it justice.
No.
The bottle is.
When you brought the bottle out, you said we have 3 options. You walked out with this bottle. I knew it had to be the Olde Raleigh because I'd never heard of it before last week.
I'm so excited about it.
And when you brought it out in your hand, I'm like, I feel like I'm way underdressed for the party now. In my blue gym shorts and my black pocket Carhartt tee.
We're both underdressed for this.
I
Party.
was like, you brought that bottle. I was like, I need to go take another shower, which I just took one before I came here. I need to put on some at least better clothes, maybe khaki shorts. Need to get the wife out.
This
Like,
bottle blows the Blanton's bottle out of the water.
Oh, 100%.
Everybody's like, "Oh, the Blanton's bottle looks so great."
The Bland bottle looks cool. We've
It
always
does.
said the bottle looks great.
This bottle looks old-fashioned. It's almost like an old Fitzgerald bottle,
This reminds
and it is fucking. It's
It
better.
looks
than
like
that
it
bottle.
came straight out of the 70s.
Yeah,
Like this was sitting on one of those like gold-plated whiskey carts with the glasses, and it's like something that it gets rolled out at a
high-end
fairly
event.
formal event. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a bottle that you save for special occasions.
Right. That's exactly what it is, and it's so good.
It's seriously one of the coolest bottles I've ever seen.
So, like I said, this is batch 7.
It's got
This
a real
is
long neck.
bottle 880.
Out of
I don't know.
oh,
Doesn't
okay.
say. Just says bottle number 880.
Because 880 out of like 1,000's pretty cool. 880 out of 10 million.
No, it's not 10
That's
million.
just another bottle.
Because he does everything in
I know it's not 10
in
million.
batches. So it's probably batches of 5,000, maybe. I don't know what the.
I don't know. I'd be interested
batching
in learning.
is. I mean, I can look on the site and see what it says because that's where all the information is. So, no, it doesn't say. It just says batch 7 Catfish, raw, no filtration, deceivingly hot, 93, corn, malted barley, rye, and wheat, barrel ages of 18, 6, and 4 years, Colorado, India, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Wyoming for barrel aging, so where they were aged at. Sweet corn, malted whopper, spice and oak, palate, black pepper, allspice, red hots and malt, finish, allspice, citrus zest, and oak. Heat lingers mid-tongue. And then that's it. But it is fucking amazing. And then they have a honey barrel finished bourbon release 2 called Crystal City that's 50%. and it is a honey bomb, but it isn't out yet.
You know I love that one if it's a honey bomb.
I want it. Like
Because I'll just eat spoonfuls of honey by itself.
I would ask, and I'm gonna just go ahead and ask here, Brandon. Just every time a new one comes out, send me the bottle. I will Venmo you. I don't care. You can send me a media bottle, and we'll try every one of them. And I will give you an honest review on it.
Yeah, I mean, Martelle's willing to pay. I was gonna say we'll pay.
Oh no, I'll pay for it because I don't want to give you any after we're done.
Give me a sip.
You get a glass, and that's
all right.
it.
So send 2 bottles. I'll pay for it too.
So, but I will gladly pay for a bottle of this to review.
This is
on
fantastic.
Our show.
I'm with you. This is one I'd leave at your house.
You know what? I'll even take it over to the experts of the bourbon hunters after we try it, and let them have a Humming's Beaks.
You're going to give Tyler this?
No, I'll let Dude and Brett have some. And they can have like a hummingbird's beaks worth of it.
Yeah, just a sip.
Just a one little drop out of an eyedropper.
I was going to say eyedropper. Stick your tongue out.
You better be able to pull everything off of that drop.
That'd actually be a fun blind test. Way to do a blind test.
Just a drop?
Just a drop.
Ooh.
See if you can taste what it is. Get any notes off of it. I don't know if you could.
I think you'd have to do at least 2 drops.
Okay, 2 drops. That's fair. We'll call that a double shot. Maybe.
But this is fucking killed it. I don't care. It fucking killed it.
Yeah, I would tell anybody and everybody. I actually am kind of sad that my brother-in-law is no longer stationed in North Carolina, because then we go right through Winston-Salem area every time we would go down and see him every year.
Yeah.
And I've not been in North Carolina since. And
Wow.
He's been out of the Marines for like a decade or something.
It's great. It's fantastic. I'm gushing over it. Like,
Yeah.
I was so excited. When Liz walked in the house yesterday, I had to contain my excitement on asking her where this fucking bottle was. Like, I helped her unpack things, and then finally she hands me, I'm like,
It's like she's home, and instead of, hey, honey, in your mind, all you're thinking is,
where's that bottle?
where's that bottle?
I want that
like,
bottle.
yeah, you're back, so what? Where's that bottle?
I'm glad you're home. I'm glad you're home safe, but I really want to see that bottle.
It's beautiful. Both in display and in
I was going
taste.
to say, it's a mantelpiece.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what?
This one you would display.
This is one you hand down to your kids.
Will you be my daddy?
No.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, it's great.
It is so good. And I really wish that you could get it here. I really wish you could get it even in West Virginia. I'd drive to West Virginia.
Oh,
just to
easily.
make things
Yeah, I'd cross the
easier
state
to
line.
get.
Kentucky. I'd go to Kentucky. I'd go to Indiana.
I mean, I can't wait till I move to South Carolina. This will be so much easier. I'll just drive up to North Carolina to get it.
Yeah, there you go. State
Just
away.
take a boat.
Just take a boat, mother
It'll be fine.
truckers. Yeah, it's really good. I was kind of leery at the $80 bottle of mystery whiskey, but I am no longer.
So I had high hopes. Like, I had my hopes up that this was going to be good. And if it had not been, the disappointment on my face.
And we definitely would have been honest because we've done it before.
So yeah, I bought this. It was $80.
We are the guys that mix Blanton's with Coke and Dr. Pepper just to tick people off.
Yeah, like it's.
We would be honest. I would not mix this with anything.
No, I may try and make an old fashioned with it.
Oh well, that's different. I mean, not with Coke or root beer or nothing like that.
No. So
although I think it'd be good, it would definitely hinder the flavor of the whiskey.
I was going to say I think it would take away from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Old fashioned is meant to help enhance it in a different way. And
yep.
Soda is just there to cover up a shitty whiskey.
Well, I genuinely like. I don't drink pop, except today. Beth went to an Amish store. She took her dad out for lunch, and
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Keith.
Yep, for his birthday. Took the boys. The Jeep got fixed. Thank you, Dad.
I didn't know the Jeep was broken.
Yeah, the Beth went to back out when we still had COVID. Beth went to go take the boys to see fireworks because she knew where they would be set off outside Circleville. She's like, I can sit out way out in a field, not near anybody, and we haven't been out of the house in 2 weeks. The boys were like,
They're probably going stir crazy.
oh, they're just going nuts. They're young. They're energetic. Well, she backs out of the drive, goes to put it in park, or backs out of the driveway, goes to put it in drive, and the shifter just goes loose.
Ooh.
And then she got it into park, but then the button stuck. She couldn't even get it out of park into neutral or nothing.
Okay.
So I said, well, take my truck. I'll call Dad. I still have COVID. I'm dying. Just trying to get her, the Jeep into gear.
Yeah.
So Dad and Kevin come in. I step way 20 feet away from them. I'm like yelling to them what I found on YouTube.
Cough COVID all over the inside of the Jeep.
Yeah, and then to go in there and fix it.
And then
they got it neutral and pushed it back into the drive so it's out of the way.
Yeah.
And, Dad got underneath, zip tied a part that broke. And they got to where he's like, if you shift very carefully, start it in neutral, shift very carefully, it'll get you if you need to drive it, like emergency.
Yeah.
But I can't guarantee zip ties won't break. So we didn't drive it. We didn't have to, thankfully. We both work from home pretty much. And, the new cable came in, and Dad showed up just after 10 yesterday, and he was there till about 3:30, nonstop on that thing.
Ugh.
Yeah, Beth helped, so she's all super sore and cut up.
I don't miss those days.
But my dad's my hero, man.
Working on something like a car for 4 hours, just on one piece.
I like working on the old trucks that we're restoring.
I like working on cars. I do not like working on the same piece for hours on end.
Yeah. Beth was getting all frustrated. I said, now you see why, we'll spend 10 hours in the pole barn sometimes.
Yeah, like
some stuff you think takes 30 minutes is going to take 8 hours.
Working on and doing a shifter cable for 4 hours? Fuck no. No. Now, doing a whole transmission and that taking 6 hours, fine with that.
Well, yeah, it should.
Right.
When something takes the appropriate amount of time, you expect it.
Right. But that just sounds miserable.
Well, it's like we did the water pump on my Cherokee that was lifted, so we didn't even have to jack it up. We had that thing done in 45 minutes, and we were just shooting the crap while doing it, like it was nothing. Water pump goes out on the Jetta.
Which is why
10 and a half hours, and we still couldn't get it in time. The timing rate. We had to take it to a dealership.
Yeah, sounds like...
They want us to take the whole front clip off. And then we find out why the water pump failed. All that German brilliant engineering, they used a plastic impeller on an internal part.
Yeah, well, that's...
That hot water runs over.
Yeah.
Idiots.
Mine had a metal propeller. I'll be right back.
Well, my new one did. All right, you go do what you're doing. I will serenade with the songs of my people. In the city of Compton. In the city of Compton. We keep it rockin'. We keep it rockin'. Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. We are a state that is untouchable, just like Elliot Ness and the G-Men. Welcome back.
What's up?
You're just going to let me keep going so you can add to your project, weren't you?
No, because you've already done this song, which means I can't use it again.
Oh, have I?
Probably like 3 times.
It's just what popped in my head. Well, it's either that or a DMX song I know I already did. Maybe I need to think of new songs on the way here just in case.
Probably wouldn't hurt to increase your library. All right, let's see here.
I only listened to so much rap and hip-hop in the 90s. I could do some Eminem.
They still play rap and hip-hop on...
No, not nothing after 2003 that isn't Eminem is real.
Well, no. But he's a rap god. Well, so I brought out the Evan Williams bottle in Bond.
You did. I noticed that you did not do a cork pop.
Because it's a twist top.
Because it's a twist top. No joy there. Evan Williams says, hey, here's cheap whiskey. All right, give me some of that, if you would, sir.
Oh, fuck, you make me sit up again.
Well, you didn't pour me any. I mean, you can pass me the bottle, but that might be dangerous. So this is 100 proof.
This is.
This was like
bottled
$22.
Under U.S. government supervision. $22. 22 smackaroos. I think it cost me $25 even walking out of the store.
On the side of the bottle, on the label, it says Kentucky Heritage. Evan Williams set up his distillery on the banks of the Ohio River in 1783. I didn't know that. And it's historically, it's hard to read, it's small print from here. It's historically recognized on Kentucky's first distiller of bourbon. This special bottled in bond bourbon is a genuine sour mash that honors his something heritage. Pioneering heritage.
You're so good at this.
Yeah. Small print from far away. It's my specialty.
Yeah.
Since I'm already nearsighted, my glasses are like 8 years old.
Ooh, hold on.
What happened?
I don't know.
Bat signal went off.
So Liz just sent me a text. She caught the biggest catch, it says 145 pounds.
That's a big catfish.
Caught the back of my leg. 145 pounds, huh?
I'm going to guess that's incorrect.
I'm sure that, well, Archie's I think he's trying to get Harley to win. It's his competition. He started her off with a half pound advantage over everybody already. And so I think that he's just going to let her win.
He's just rigging it.
I think so. Because they're going to eat the catfish they're catching.
I love catfish.
I do too. So it ends at 7 o'clock. They're done.
13 minutes.
Yeah, they're done. The fishing is done at 7 o'clock, and then they're gonna club all the baby seals and then skin them.
Sounds good. Now, will Harley skin a fish and everything?
No, Archie will do all that.
But I mean, would she?
I don't know if she would or not.
I'm assuming I would not also hand somebody's young daughter like a fillet knife.
No, I don't know if she would or not. She doesn't want to touch the fish, and she's not taking
Probably not. Then.
She's not taking the catfish off the hook because of the spines. So
that's probably smart. She's still pretty young.
Ooh, whoa.
You went from ooh to oh.
Oh yeah. So initial taste of the Evan Williams. It's very corn, like a sweet corn. Right off the bat.
Well, that's a sour mash.
Right off the bat, it's very sweet and corny. And then, like, it was like, oh, yeah. And then it was like, whoa. And then, like, it just, boom, 100 proof.
Just punched you.
Right in the back of the tonsils.
Sniffed her it.
I didn't even do that.
It smells really good.
Well, yeah, it does now. I didn't smell it before. I just kind of went for it.
You just kind of dove in balls deep.
That's what I do. Belly flopped right into that shit.
Oh, yeah.
You see that?
Real sweet corn, sour mash. I love the taste of it.
Oh, it's fantastic. I like it.
And that burn, it's moving. It started on the back of my tongue. Now I feel on the tip of my tongue, and now it's hitting my chest.
Yeah, it's like Slimer. He moves from one room to the other.
Right. This could be dangerous. Real dangerous, real fast.
Yeah, this one's real good, though.
I bet this is going to be great over ice.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, I'm going to take another sip neat, and then I will try it on the rocks.
I tried mine smoked. It was good.
Pairs very well with this cigar.
Yeah, mine as well. This Asylum 13 Ogre is really good.
My second sip might have been too big. I didn't have much to put over the rocks.
Well, I can give you more of this if you want, because they have plenty of bottles of this at Pit
And it's
Stop.
only $22.
And it's $22
right down the road.
Yeah, that old Raleigh bottle, though. God.
That's a good one.
I may have to have, I like the label that's on there. I love the label that's on there.
I would take that label off if you can and save it.
Well, I'm going to leave it on for the time being.
Well, yeah. You don't want to take it off yet.
But I may have to try to make a new label to put on this bottle. Just as a decanter label.
Just name it Old Balls.
Well, we had the one, it was the, what was it? It was the one Infinity bottle that we...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was the Infinity bottle. I think it had all the makers in it. And None Maker.
Oh, yeah, None Maker.
The None Maker. So I need to make it, I need to make a label so that I can write on it.
That's why Dad named you Joe Dirt instead of Joe Nonamaker. Yeah, it's really good stuff.
It is fantastic.
I'm thankful that you allowed me to enjoy it, but I would definitely save that for special occasions.
So we have $100 of whiskey sitting in front of us.
And one bottle is 80% of that.
one bottle is literally 99% of that.
No, it's literally 80% of that. Technically, it's $102. Good?
Oh, yeah. Just kind of chew on that for a minute. Don't swallow it immediately. Too late.
Yep, that went down quick.
Just kind of chew on that at the front of your mouth. And you get like a burst of caramel, the sweet corn,
Definite sweet corn.
And it's super mellow.
You can tell that's a traditional sour mash whiskey.
That's a 3.5.
Easy.
Easily a 3.5.
I'm going to get some of this.
And that
for $22.
I may go back and buy a couple more.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of not getting the Heaven Hill white label bottle and bond.
That's one I wish you would have gotten 50 bottles of it, $12 a pop.
One person who has a bottle of that. And
really?
I'm going
unopened?
Yep.
Shut up.
And I can't wait to get some.
That's awesome. That was good stuff.
It's Mo.
Oh, is it?
He won't open it until I come see him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Mo, come be on our show here. I got to be honest. Much as I don't like 80-plus degrees, it's been lovely the last 2 weeks sitting on your shaded porch and recording in the evening.
Well, I'll tell you what will be real nice is once I get the roof put on this, because I'm covering the deck. That's a done deal. Liz is already on board with it.
That'll make this place so nice.
It's going to be
You'll be able to enjoy
better.
it so much longer.
Well, it's...
even during rain, you can be out here grilling.
Right. Well, that's part of the reason. But the problem is we love that umbrella. I've got that 13-foot cantilever umbrella.
Yeah, but you're moving that by the pool, right?
Well, I can't. Well, that's why we're covering the deck. It's because right now, that umbrella would be flapping in the wind, and I'd be more concerned about it taking off.
Is that basement heavy enough?
It's only got 450 pounds of sand in it. I've had to jump on it 3 times this year alone.
It's got me sand in it.
Yeah. That's all it can have. It's got like jerry can containers.
You should find, what you should do, honestly, even when you move down there, what I would do is find some nice planters like you have.
I don't need to.
And you're going to mount it in the concrete?
There's a concrete mount for that.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm just going to put it right in the concrete mount.
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
I'll get one of the cylinders, like the 3-foot or whatever they are, the 24-inch diameter cylinders that go 3 foot down.
Yeah, the pylon.
Yeah, I'll just get one of those.
Well, we call them pole bases in the electrical trade because that's what we use for the giant.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in that.
Yeah.
And just sink that son of a bitch all the way in the ground as far as it'll go. Right in the middle of the pool area.
Yeah, at that point, if it comes out, it's a tornado. That umbrella ain't going to be here.
Well, it's either it gets ripped out or the base or the shaft breaks. The shaft of the umbrella breaks.
And that's never good for anybody.
No, but that's cheap Chinese metal, so
that'll be the downfall.
It's the weak spot of it is the shaft of the umbrella. So, but that thing is, I love that thing. We got a new cover for it finally.
Yeah, I love that. We had the umbrella open because we recorded a little bit earlier last week. We had it open. It's just nice to have it. Just that shade, but you're still outside. You're getting fresh air. It was a little warmer last week when we recorded, but it went back because there's a nice breeze.
It didn't. There's always a breeze. That's the problem. There's always a breeze,
which I love.
I don't mind it. What's going on right now? Like this is probably a 5-mile-an-hour windstorm we're having.
It's pretty steady.
But it'll fluctuate. It'll go from this, you'll just get a gust of wind.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what the one day we sat out here and it was
Ohio where the wind comes sweeping down the plains.
That I got pissed, and then right as I got pissed, like the front of it lifted off the deck.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, God damn it! Now I could bolt it to the deck.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
The feet, there's the little like feet to adjust the level it.
Mm-hmm.
The feet have 2 holes in each one.
I can see them now. Yeah.
But this is not a wood deck; it's a composite, so it's thinner.
I'd be worried about.
There ain't a chance in hell I'm going to do
You're
that.
going to tear up your deck.
1, I'll tear up the deck, and 2, the decking will not hold.
Man, a roof over this would be beautiful.
It's going to be amazing.
If you wanted, you could have like ceiling fans.
I'm going to. So the plan is to
run your fancy lights.
They'll be doing that as well. So the plan is everywhere that there's a post now, there'll be a post. And then I may put an extra post on this one. I have a real long run back here that I should have put a post right in the middle.
Yeah.
So I'll probably have a post put in there. The goal is to reuse these railings at the length there are now.
Right.
So my father-in-law had made a suggestion. He's like, well, why would you do that? He goes, why don't you just instead of doing that, he's like, on the outside of the deck, why don't you just put in, like, you can do, other, like, 6x6 or 4x4s or whatever, and support the roof on the exterior of the deck.
So it'd be standalone.
So it'd be a standalone roof over the deck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know that I like that idea.
The upside to that would be you could go out farther and have the whole deck more covered.
That would be, but so the deck will be covered. There'll be probably a 2-foot overhang
Yeah.
on the roof to cover the deck. The issue I have with that is I think it's going to look like ass.
I think it would look like an afterthought. I agree.
Yeah, I don't want it to look like an afterthought. I want it to look like, oh, he meant to do this.
Yeah, this was built.
Which means if I have to take off the picture frame decking that I did, I'm fine with that because it needs to be redone anyway. The picture frame decking needs to be redone, so I have to take all that off. The 3 boards that line the outside. If I have to take that off and buy new boards to replace that to put in 4x4s or 6x6 to support the roof, I'll be more than happy to do that.
Yeah,
it would be worth it.
It'd be really nice.
But if I can get it done in the price range that I'm hoping that I can get it done in, I'm in. Like I'm sold. I'm doing it. The only thing that's going to stop me is, well, nothing. Nothing's going to stop me from doing it.
I will say there's nothing holding you back.
And the plan is to get it done next summer. So get the building done and get this roof done.
That'd be beautiful.
And then I want to get rid of those trees.
My parents, we were on their patio. I think I told the story. They had a tiny umbrella. Told them about your big one. Now they have this giant awning. I haven't been out there we used to go out there about once a week. I haven't been out to their place in a month. So I haven't even seen it in person. The boys have. Beth has.
Yeah, the umbrella was the most amazing thing we've ever purchased for this deck.
Theirs doesn't cover their whole patio because they have a concrete patio out back.
Yeah.
They used to have a deck, a wood one they built, kind of small one, when we first built the house, when they first built the house, and I was growing up. Eventually the wood rotted, so Dad tore it all out and just had concrete poured. So now you step down to this concrete pad, but we're out there with the umbrella up. They have a round table with an umbrella. It just doesn't shade much when the sun's setting,
Yeah.
It shades away from where you're sitting. So I told him about your umbrella. I was like, it's like 13 feet or something. And I get online. I'm like, there's 16 feet. There's 20 feet.
Oh, they get huge.
Yeah. I was like, well, here. So I sent him a link. I was like, they're not expensive at all, really. And the next thing I know, I get a picture. They went down to Lowe's in Chillicothe or something. I get a picture, and they bought this, it's like a 4-post thing that covers from their house out to the edge of the patio.
Like a pergola?
Kind of, yeah. The pergola's got like the slats though, right?
It doesn't have to.
Oh. Yeah, it's just like a standalone canopy type thing, but it's a really high-end one, nice one, and you can drop the side off the one side of the patio and the front of the patio.
Yeah.
So you can have it enclosed on 3 sides, counting the wall from the house. So I was like, that's pretty freaking sweet, but when you open those, it gives you more shade.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's what they went with.
I'm really looking forward to getting this done.
That's what's up. And they anchored it into the concrete. That's what made me think of it when you talked about that. So.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward. It'll be so much better out here next year because I'll have this shaded area here. I'll have a shaded building over there that I can, because we can probably end up just recording over there in the summertime.
Yeah.
Because I'll have a bar and stuff in there that I'll build eventually.
Will it have AC?
Nope.
Or is it just going to be open?
It'll be open and it'll be fans. There'll be fans in that too. But it won't be in the sun. It'll be blocked from the wind.
My goal, I've been upping my step count a little each day as I'm starting to get better. My goal is to lose 50 pounds by the end of the year. So by next summer, hopefully I'm down quite a bit.
Start working out.
I've been moving more, and I've been eating less. So
come to the gym.
Not right now. I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I can come, but I can't do nothing.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Why can't you?
Because I hack up my lung walking from my truck 30 feet away to here.
So? What's that? How's that stop?
So why would I drive a half an hour and pay $100 a month to hack up my lung?
Because you still can lift weights. You still can ride a bike. You still can get on a rower.
I can do all that at home.
You don't have a bike and a rower at home.
I have a treadmill.
That's not the same. Why would you buy a treadmill? Walking's free.
Why would I not just pay like $15 for the local gym that just opened?
Because it's probably
Anytime
a Planet Fitness.
It's an Anytime Fitness.
Same thing.
We have Snap Fitness, Anytime Fitness. What I really want to get into...
At least they don't serve pizza as a party.
Right, yeah. Planet Fitness is a joke. I won't go there. What I'd really like to get into, though, is there's a really, really good jiu-jitsu gym in Circleville now.
So do it.
So, maybe.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Nope, just talking about it.
That's pathetic.
That's what podcasts are for.
I wish I could do jiu-jitsu. I've already been told that I probably shouldn't by several people who do jiu-jitsu.
You probably shouldn't.
They're like, well, with your knee and having a meniscus repair.
Yeah.
And Now with your shoulder,
because everything's about twisting, pulling, and getting you.
They're like, you
stressing joints.
probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I would not recommend that. I've never done jiu-jitsu, but just doing the groundwork we did in Krav, which is based on jiu-jitsu and Greco-Romanian wrestling. I would suggest you not do that.
I'm not. So I'll just carry a knife and a gun on me.
There you go. You could do boxing. You could box.
Yeah, but then if it gets to a ground game, then I got to pull out a gun.
Hopefully, one, you never have to get in that situation.
Well, you know how people are.
But two,
they try to, I knew jiu-jitsu, I'm going to fucking kill you.
the thing is, most people that know how to fight aren't the ones out starting fight with the general public. Right. Most of them aren't starting it.
No, they're the ones finishing
They're the ones finishing it. My favorite video from like 2006 or something was a security guard, Paul Blart. But you could tell the guy looked like he was in good shape, but he's in one of those cheesy uniforms, you know, tucked in shirt and the little badge.
Yeah.
Like blue pants and black tennis shoes. And somebody started something with him. Come to find out, he was an amateur, but he was an MMA artist. He ends up just working this dude over. I'm like, yep.
Good.
There
you
you
probably
go.
Fucking deserved it.
Oh, he did. The dude definitely made first contact or attempted to.
Well, not even making first contact. I mean, that's really the only reason to hit somebody is if they try to make first contact. But
if I feel threatened enough to hit somebody, I'm going to hit them whether they touch me or not.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it shouldn't matter whether they make first contact. If it's
no, but this guy pushed him, and you could tell as soon as he got it was a light shove, kind of a poke in the chest thing.
Yeah.
And the video's from a distance, but as soon as that happened, the dude squared up, and I went, "Here we go!" Like this dude knows how to fight, and sure enough, dude knew how to fight. Then I found out later, yep, amateur MMA fighter.
Good for him.
Oh, absolutely.
Good for him.
What else is up?
Not much, really. I mean, I'm enamored by that bottle from Olde Raleigh.
It's beautiful.
I just keep looking at it.
I have a list if you want to read through some.
I mean,
We at time?
We're an hour 3.
Oh, we can wrap it up then.
I mean,
call it a show.
We can do that.
Yeah, good show.
All right, it was a great show.
And we can sit here and keep enjoying ourselves. Or record another, last week. Wait, it's getting late, ain't it?
It's 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next week, we won't be able to record a show.
Okay.
Because I'll be in Dayton.
Okay.
So I'm going to a convention I think it's called Viral Convention.
It's a furry convention, ain't it?
No, it's not a furry convention, but it's called Viral Convention, and it's I believe it's a like social media podcast style convention that Mo told me I need to come to.
Well, thanks for the invite, Mo.
You're welcome.
He won't hear this until after next weekend.
So I think I'm going to that.
Okay.
And I'm going to go bother Mo, not dude.
Well, then you'll get that bottled and bond.
Maybe. I may make him wait.
That'd be funny.
But like now we can't open that yet.
Yeah, we gotta say for something special.
It's got to be super special. Like when I retire. I bought it for your retirement, but let's wait till I retire to try it.
Right.
Let's wait another 20 years.
Hey, gives you something to look forward to, right?
Yeah, I guess. So, anyway, all right. So, Evan Williams, Bottle and Bond.
That's one you can go get.
You can get that here in Ohio.
It's a white label.
They had a shitload of it at the store when I was there. I've
seen it all over. I've just never...
I hadn't seen it until...
And Evan Williams,
Friday.
in and of itself, isn't a bad whiskey.
No, I've never heard anything bad about Evan Williams. I just decided that the Evan Williams Bottle and Bond, it was $22.
It's hard to go wrong for 20.
Like,
if you hate it for 22, that's something you can give away.
Yeah, I'm going to go grab it.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to take it with me. I'm out. Good. Great. I really enjoy it. 3.5.
Solid. Yeah, I'm a 3.5. Yeah. We for one of the first times we've agreed on ratings all around today.
Yeah. The Olde Raleigh, if you're not going down to North
Carolina,
if you're not going down to North Carolina, sucks to be you, because that's the only place you can get it.
Yeah.
And it is...
But we got a bottle. If you want a sample, write to buckhornpodcast@gmail.com and we will not send you one.
Yeah, I ain't sending anybody a sample of this shit. Matter of fact, my next drink of this probably won't be for another month or so. I was going to say,
this is one you want to save for, like you've done before, where you open a bottle and then wait 6 months.
Yeah.
I would let this sit for 6 months.
I'm going to. I'm not. I won't dip into this. I won't try
revisit this one December or January.
We'll do another revisit. We'll come back to this one. Maybe.
You love me.
I mean, if you're on
You
the show
really
still.
love me. That's fair.
I mean,
if I'm alive still,
if you're alive or I haven't kicked you off.
that's fair. How are you going to kick me off a show that we created together?
Because I'll just kick you off the show and I'll just name the show
because
something
you paid
else.
for all the equipment and you do all the production and you upload everything and it's always your whiskey and we do it at your house does not make it your show.
You're right. It's 90% my show.
Fair enough. I'm a 10% shareholder.
Which means I'll just stop recording with you and just start recording under a different name. Problem solved. It won't be the Buckhorn podcast.
Welcome to the Luckborn Podcast.
It'll be just something else. It'll be the Buckhorn.
It'll be the Buckhorn Ministries podcast.
It'll be the Puckhorn. Puckhorn podcast.
You know what you really want to say?
Oh, it'll be fuck it. We'll just call the show fuck it. Welcome to the Fuck It Show. I'm Martelle. Fuck it. Let's go.
So pretty much just the same thing, just a new name.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's
fair.
My style is one take, no edit. Although I did have to edit last week's show. Or not last week's show, the week before. Or whenever I decide to release this.
Yeah, we recorded 2 last week. So.
We did, and I haven't decided when that other one's going to get released yet.
Maybe next week if we're not going to record.
Potentially. It could just, yeah. It's a filler show, but the show that's out right now, episode 215, Deck Pour, I did actually have to make an edit to. I had to cut out about 3.5 minutes of content.
Why is that?
Because of our anonymous caller.
Oh. The nice young lady that called us?
Well, it wasn't a young lady.
Or the modified voice that called us?
It was the modified voice.
Why do you have to cut that out?
Because you couldn't keep your mouth shut on who it was.
Why didn't you just cut out the part where I said who it was?
I did. That was like 3.5 minutes of you continuously talking about who it was.
That's a long time to say one name.
It wasn't one name, and you kept saying their name.
Oh. But did the call get left in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I wasn't taking that out.
That's fine. I don't care. As long as the call was in, because the call was funny.
The call is hilarious. Matter of fact, there's another...
Well, I said I know who it is, and then you said who. I wasn't going to say the name.
I said, oh, you do? And you went, yeah, it's... And I'm like, oh, yeah? Okay.
It's AC.
And
AC Slater. Anonymous caller Slater.
Kept going on about it, and I'm like, I'm going to have to take all this out.
Why?
Because it was supposed to be anonymous.
Oh.
Hence
you should give
anonymous caller.
Okay, sometimes
and then
surprises on the show are funny, but sometimes maybe give me a heads up so I won't say that.
You knew! He said that he's like, hey, I'm going to do this thing as an anonymous caller.
Yeah, but if you would have said, hey, don't say the name.
That should have been implied when they sent the message saying they were doing the thing.
My bad. So when am I getting fired from the show?
Not yet.
Not yet. I haven't found the replacement, but as soon as I do.
I can't do the show alone. No one wants to just hear me. Well, I don't know if anybody wants to hear just me talk, but I can't just talk to myself.
I don't like hearing both of us talk. I don't ever listen. That's why I don't know these things. I should, because I find joy when we get messages that other people are laughing, literally almost to hurt.
Or some of the shit that's said.
Yeah, I do enjoy hearing that other people find joy in listening to us two idiots.
Yeah, I do.
Not a lot of people, but some.
Well,
to our faithful few.
If you look at the latest post I made for the show, for episode 215, I basically call out all of our listeners for not sharing our content.
Did look at that because the audio you put over it, I clicked. I was like, "Oh, what clip from the show is this?" And it wasn't from the show at all. It's like, because you don't share our crap.
Why aren't you famous yet? Why don't you share my shit?
Yeah.
Why don't you share it?
Yeah, you know who you are.
So it's been shared a couple times. But yeah, I mean, why don't you share my shit? You want to know why we're not famous? You don't share it.
Yeah, it's like
that's how things work, word of mouth.
If you find something cool like a video game, a movie, a car, you read a cool article, you send it to people or you post it on social media.
Right.
Do that with us.
Do that with us.
We're not going to beg you to, but we're going to beg you to.
I mean, I'm not going to put a gun to your head, but I might.
I won't. I don't believe in guns.
You're such a
Violence is not the answer.
God, you're so full of shit. I don't know why you try to play off that you don't even own
#me too.
Weapons of war.
My crossbow,
Yeah, I mean that's
my handheld. I've got a pistol crossbow.
it's a weapon of war. I don't
It
care.
is. I've got a.
My muzzle loader's a weapon of war.
It is. It's been proven.
It's literally a 50 cal. I got a 50 cal muzzle loader.
Do you melt down redcoat soldier toys
I wish I
and
should.
shoot them out of that and kill redcoats with it
God, that'd be amazing.
to avenge your son?
Well, I didn't have a son, so
Well, I guess you got nothing to avenge then.
no.
You just got the girls. Screw
Got the
them.
girls, and well, they're
Good luck on the plantation while I'm off to war.
pretty much independent.
Go live with your aunt.
Although I do need to get my 22 fixed so I can take Lexi shooting and Harley. Get them.
If I had one, I could bring it out here and you could.
I have one.
Take
I
them.
just need to get it fixed.
Well, I have one that's. If I had one that's functional,
But
you could use it.
I just need to. I need to do that. I need to stop being lazy about it and quit talking about it, and just do it. Anyway.
Hey, don't talk about it. Be about it.
Oh, I usually am.
Not me.
That's
I'm more
why
of a talker.
That's why it took me 7 years to do a podcast. Couldn't find anybody to be about it.
The funniest thing was still to this day, and I know we've mentioned this in years past, but not recently, is you and I talked about it at the gym. The crop program at the gym ended. We stopped hanging out in person at that point because we really only saw each other at the gym.
Yeah.
You worked out there. I taught Krav there, or took Krav there. And then on Facebook, all you did was, hey, I'm actually going to start a podcast finally. Who's in? And somebody replied and you went, no.
Yeah.
Just straight up, just no. It's like, hey, I'll be on the podcast with you. You were like, no. And like 3 people did that, and I went, me? Question mark, and you went, yes. And then it was like the next week, we started a podcast.
Yep.
And here we are 4 years later.
That's how it works.
Both in the hospital yesterday, still putting out a show for you guys.
Absolutely. That's. I mean, I was baiting for certain people. You being one of them.
Oh, that's like the second nicest thing you've ever said to me.
I know, but you were really like number 3.
That's fine. I'll take that.
I mean,
out of the amount of people you know, I'll take 3.
The other 2, I couldn't. They're never on social media, so they never took the bait.
They never saw it.
And when I talked to them in person, they're like, "Yeah, it sounds like a good time, but I don't know. I don't want to do that." I'm like, "Well, fuck you then."
Yeah.
That's my answer to that. It'll be fun.
I want to know who the first 2 were. Do I know them? You don't have to say it on air, but
No, it was Lon and Paul.
oh yeah, I knew you wanted Lon. I don't know Paul.
Paul's a buddy of mine who he ended up moving to Virginia Beach.
Oh,
So,
you'd have to do that one all online then.
well, now I would, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's funny. He's just full of dark humor and sass.
Let's have one as a guest.
Nah, fuck him.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to.
I'm fine with that too. Is he hot?
Yep, he's
All
bald.
right. Ooh, I like big, sexy bald men.
So, all right. Definitely get your bottle of Olde Raleigh
If you can.
Distillery if you can. Like I said, I'm going to try to get that. I got to figure out how to get a honey barrel bottle. I got to find somebody going down there, lives down there, has a connection down there, something to get me a bottle of that.
Put it out on our go to the Buckhorn Lounge if you have not.
Or Brandon, I'm more than willing to pay for it if you can just send it to me as a media bottle, and I'll pay you for it.
Yeah.
As a
absolutely
bottle for us to review.
We'll blast it out there to everybody,
will-
just like we did this one.
If that one, the honey barrel, is anything half of this.
I'm more interested in the honey barrel just because the honey bomb, whatever,
Yeah.
intrigues me.
I'm in. Like I'm so in.
We got a visitor.
We do. Harley's coming, and we're shutting it down. So check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Google, Twitchgram.
Get yourself your Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. Go get that Olde Raleigh if you can get that. And he's Randy. I'm Martelle. Stay salty.
And check your prostate. Bye.